Hey everybody, I'm Chance with IRIC Real Estate in Pilot Point, and this is going to be your Pilot Point ISD residential real estate report for January of 2024. Real quick before we get started, I have a weekly email that comes out every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. You can click on the QR code here to subscribe to it, or down below in the description. If you like these numbers, if you like this data, if you want to have the most information that's available in your hands to determine what your house might be worth, or what houses might be worth if you're on the buying side, this is the best I can do for you without actually speaking to a realtor. And I get it, I don't want to talk to salesmen much either, so I'm doing this to try to get the most information in your hands so you know and you're the most educated you can be before you have to make that call to the realtor of your choice, preferably me. So let's get started and see what's going on in the Pilot Point market. There are 20 properties that sold in January, and those sold at an average of $175.43 per square foot, and that was 96.92% of list price. How that compares to last month, there were 5 more sales in January versus December. If you'll see, the price fell about $13 per square foot, and the percentage versus asking price stayed pretty much the same. Now let's take that average close price of $175.43, and I'm going to cross-reference it against what's currently on the market, and lo and behold, I didn't plan it this way, it just happened. The property that it came up with was 511 East Thomas Street there in Pilot Point, and that's my listing. They're asking $329.9. It's a 1,499 square foot house. It's a 322, and they're asking $220.08 per square foot. Now let's move over to year to date and see where we're at. In the end of January of 2023, the average sales price is $188.25. At the end of January 2024, we're at $175.43. So Pilot Point is continuing to fall. Even if you compare it to last year, we're down 6.81%. If we look at the 5-year window of price per square foot, we have now fallen below 2022. So 2023 is clearly the highest at $210.09. 2022 was $195.07, and we are at $175.43, so we are now in third place over the past 5 years. If I take those closed properties that were from 2024, the trend continues. 18 of those 20 properties were new homes. Those sold at an average of $177 per square foot. 2 of those homes were existing homes, and those sold at $165 per square foot. If we take a look at how that compared to the month of December, it's very similar. 87% of the closings in December were new construction, and 90% of them in January were new construction. The price held pretty steady as far as new homes, from $179 per square foot to $177. There was a significant drop as far as price per square foot in December versus January, but when you're only talking 2 homes, depending on the price, and if it had a little acreage, remember on this report I consider residential anything 5 acres or less, but it's going to swing those price per square foot numbers when you only have 2 sales. Now if we take a look at a 5-year window on number of houses sold, 2024 is actually winning that race. In January of 2024, there were 20 homes that sold. The next best years are 2023 and 2021, which sold 11. Now taking a look at the interest chart over the past year, we peaked out there at the end of October, 1st of November, and then started a pretty good decline, and currently it looks like we're sticking pretty steady. Now what is always my favorite chart, last year I did Moberly versus the rest of Pilot Point. This year I'm switching it up and doing new construction versus existing homes. When you wonder, or you're like, what is the driving force behind what the prices are in Pilot Point? It is new construction. We're having a massive influx of growth, which means there's lots of new developments and new home sales, and that is the number one factor as to where the prices are and the prices that we're having to work with. So far in 2024, new construction is beating existing home sales in Pilot Point 13-2. I'm anxious to see how this plays out the rest of the year, but my early prediction in January of 2024 is new construction is going to beat existing home sales significantly when we're looking at this in December of 2024. Let's look at active listings. As of February 3rd, there were 43 active listings on the market in Pilot Point ISD. Average asking price of $219.20, and they're spending an average of 75 days on the market. Now, if we break that down to what is new construction and what is existing homes, 20 of those listings are new construction. They're asking an average of $189 per square foot. 23 of those are existing homes, and they're asking $246 a square foot. That's it. That's your residential real estate report through January of 2024. I just want to remind you one more time, if you want more information and to have all the information that I have in your hands, please subscribe to my weekly email. It comes out every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. I really think if you would subscribe to it, you might find some value in it. Again, my name is Chance Kirby with IRIC Real Estate. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again next month.